Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for joining this presentation. So it's called Flavorful, Alcohol-Free, The Delicious Journey of Le Paon Qui Boit. So for those who don't speak French, Le Paon Qui Boit can be translated as the drinking peacock. Okay, so my name is Augustin Laborde. I'm the founder and managing director of Le Paon Qui Boit. And as you can guess from my accent, I am French. Okay, so I'm a former lawyer and political analyst, and I've transitioned to entrepreneurship after a transformative 2 years alcohol-free period. And during that period, I was very frustrated because I had very limited option when hanging out with my friends or in any social outing. I ended up so many times drinking the same beverage or simply water due to the lack of non-alcoholic offering. So finally, this frustration of missing inclusivity in the beverage market became the reason that encouraged me to tackle the challenge to gather as much as possible the best existing alcohol-free beverage in the market and launch the first 100% alcohol-free cellar shop in France. And this has been possible thanks to a passionate and dedicated team surrounding me. So according to our agenda, I will introduce you the Le Paon Qui Boit. Then I would share some of our key success factors and our story. And finally, I would give the hand to my dedicated and amazing consultant, Christina, just here besides me, who is working at Camp to Camp, one of the gold Odoo partner, whom we trusted and whom we still trust today, to follow us on all our projects. And I can tell you that with the team of Le Paon Qui Boit, we have a lot of projects, a lot of ideas. So she will just give you some tips on how to launch your e-commerce with Odoo, because we thought today that maybe the audience would mostly be startups, and in the retail industry, most startups start selling their products online as the initial investment is less than if you rent a physical store. And at the time I was launching the e-shop, I remember her advice and her checklist, and it was very useful. And maybe you're not going to believe me, but we launched the e-commerce with Odoo in only 1 month, thanks to Christina again. So finally, we will complete, if we have time, with a Q&A question. So as I said, we opened the first 100% alcohol-free shop in France, April last year, so a year and a half ago. So I'm sure you already know what is a wine cellar. So our concept is very easy, just to gather the largest possible alcohol-free drinks assortment instead of wine. So our store is located in Paris, in the 19th arrondissement. And today we are offering more than 450 adult-friendly alcohol-free beverage, including wine, beer, cocktails, spirits, etc., fermented drinks like kefir and kombucha, so all with 0.0 alcohol. And I can already tell you that you will be able to taste some of them right after the presentation. So we are in favor of inclusivity, so our target group is very, very large. So on the B2B market, so there are of course restaurants, hotels, bars, and also companies for internal events purposes, like here. And on the B2C, we have mostly flexi drinkers. So if you don't know the word flexi drinker, it is absolutely normal, as we created it last year. So the idea is just that it is people who keeps drinking alcohol, but who time to time want to reduce their alcohol consumption. So they keep drinking, but they want to change. So it's like a flexi for people who don't eat meat at all, or yeah. And this trend of flexi drinking is a growing customer segment, and the demand is very big. So we just need to provide these people with really good, tasty beverages, and also provide them with a broad choice. And as target, we can also think, of course, of pregnant women, Muslim people, people taking drugs, people doing sports, etc. So it's very, very large. So our alcohol-free beverages are available at our store, and you can see some photos here. And online, of course, as I said, thanks to Odoo, and it will soon be available within a store network. So we are working on our second opening, which will occur hopefully next year. So at Le Paon Qui Boit, so we are alcohol-free drinks fan, and we are willing to share our tips. So that's why we decided early this year to write our book that you have here, and it was just launched last week. And so the idea is to introduce products, to give recipes, and also to give testimonies of our daily customers, but also some celebrities in France who are looking for non-alcoholic options. Because our vision is that drinking alcohol-free drinks is a new lifestyle. So it is much more than just selling bottles. It is about changing our routine. So it is something very, very large. It is, again, inspiring a new lifestyle. So as we said, we never run out of great ideas at Le Paon Qui Boit, and we want our lifestyle breaking the Paris border to spread the word around all France. And we are looking for people like us to launch the franchise. So because we are convinced it is the right model for our growth. So we are, as I said, a physical store. So of course we needed a POS system, so a point of sale. And I knew from the start that I wanted to land a solution that I could scale up, with adding physical store on separated location, providing customers with online purchase option, etc. So the question to me was very simple. Either I would spread our activities into many separated solutions, or I would centralize everything as much as possible. And I am that kind of person who likes to look further and anticipate. So I decided to bet for a long-term solution that could follow me on all my projects, even if I would go step by step. So, because the other question was why would we start with several separated tools and waste our time entering several times the same information in different tools and have to check everything in different sources? That would be a nightmare, and I don't like nightmares. So, and another point was that I wanted to run my business and take decision having the big pictures in mind, and all integrated option allows me to analyze and act faster, as I can anticipate a lot. So as entrepreneur, we should always look beyond our option to avoid to be suddenly stuck when you are already in a critical size where the change is to be painful. So finally, the question, why Odoo and not another integrated solution? It's very easy. It's simply because I run into a nicely friend who was at that time, and is still, working at Camp to Camp, and you can guess what happened next. So March last year, the adventure started. So in 2 months, we opened the physical store with Odoo. So of course, I needed to enter all my product catalogs, all the pictures with accurate taxes and costs and everything. I had to configure the pricing list, our loyalty program, etc., etc. Then we launched our website with my colleague who is very talented for graphic and nice content. And also then followed by the e-commerce, because I already had in mind, the idea to sell different types of products. I wanted not only to sell bottles themselves, but also to offer a real customer experience. So that's why we decided we came up with the idea to sell alcohol-free beverages boxes. And so not only the bottles themselves, but boxes altogether. So reason why we technically needed to install the manufacturing app as we were about to sell kits. So no manufactured products, neither assembled products. So the goal was very simple. It was to bundle our products. So those boxes, they have their own BOM, so bill of material, that generate delivery notes with the drink list, unit by unit, to be delivered for that box. So it's easy to manage the replenishment. No need to prepare these boxes up front, and flexibility in selling available stock as a separate unit. So in 1 month, as I said, we launched with Christina the e-commerce, and we also configured the gift cards. So there are several options on how to generate the gift cards in Odoo. And we decided to go for the easy one and cheap one, that is to generate the gift card at the purchase time. So as we fostered the standard Odoo implementation, thanks to our partner integrator approach, we will migrate every year in order to take advantage of new features and new modules and improvements. So later, in May 2023, we migrated to the V16 for that reason. So the one of other key success factors at Le Paon Qui Boit was to multiply sales channel while ensuring a fast setup and maintaining a sustainable workload. So the store started very well as a revenue generator, making ourselves well known in Paris. And of course, this is the best manner to really be able to create a genuine relationship with your customers and visitors. So in the store, we are offering an experience and a moment of sharing. Once again, it's all about lifestyle more than just a drink. So then, with that real professional tool at hand, I could easily handle all my B2B segment by being able to inform about our stock in real time, to handle the replenishment based on order entries, etc. So in case my B2B clients decide to come over to the store to pick up the product, I can even offer them the possibility to settle the order via the POS with my payment terminal. So as said earlier, we are also looking for franchisees. So another channel is coming soon. That will spread the word even further outside Paris border. It will help to broaden our brand awareness and generate more revenues. So we need to communicate. This is also a key success factor. So that's why we installed the event module on our Odoo in order to share our tasting agenda. So as we said, we want to offer more than just products. It's a real customer experience. It's a lifestyle, so nothing better than to create these tasting events, to create this relationship with our customers. It was obvious, and to connect the various producers of these incredible drinks is equally important. So they can talk together, they can ask questions on how it is made and how it tastes and everything, and so it adds a human dimension. So it is very important when you are selling a lifestyle. So far, we do not sell event tickets, but I know it is possible with that app. So maybe in the future we're going to add this as well. So another key success factor is the range of types of products that you are offering and their value. So if well aligned with your mission, it can only be a success. So that's why this September, we finally gave birth to another great idea. So we decided to provide our customers with more experience by offering them the chance to be surprised and guided every month with our alcohol-free boxes subscription. So customer can subscribe to one of our box package subscription and receive every month a nice alcohol-free beverage box. And you can even subscribe for your friend as a nice monthly present or as a pregnancy gift. As for example, we do suggest a box dedicated to pregnant women over a 9-month period. So however, to make it happen, it has been a long way of analysis and support from Christina in order to anticipate any use case and have it settled properly at once. So you have all the questions that we had to answer. And I can reassure you, we could solve all of these thanks to Christina and Odoo. So the only issue we had at the end, let me check, was about the delivery fees. But finally, we found a workaround solution by integrating the delivery fees directly in the subscription pricing. And by the way, I was informed later today before today by Christina that in the V17 you can sell subscription with delivery fees. So I should think to migrate to V17 very soon. And as we said, we target a yearly migration for the purpose of being able to take advantage of new features. So we're gonna do it very soon, and this is also a key factor, a key success factor. And so finally about this, so for the payment methods, our existing provider is Stripe, and it supports recurring payment, so there is no need for change on this side. And by the way, Stripe is also a native solution in Odoo, and it's available almost everywhere in the world. So to resume our success story, I would say that we bet for all-in-one and scale-up solution. So you need to sell. To sell, you need to promote, communicate, and share. To provide the best experience in quality, to ensure growth and customer loyalty, you need to serve customer properly. So quality, accurate data, and delivery on time. So you need efficient operating activities. Finally, how are you able to run a business and take the right decision if you cannot rely on your data? And even worse, if you cannot gather your data. So you need real-time reporting. So a centralized solution gives you this big picture and ensure accurate data. And of course, let your creativity talk and find the solution to drive your business. So no problems, only solution. So as I said, we are not running out of great and new ideas. So our next step is to build this franchise network. So we already have some offers. So hopefully we're going to open more shops next year in addition to our own second one. So as a franchise, we must be able to process the orders and ensure replenishment on time to provide our franchisees with data support such as sales volumetry, average basket, margin, and so on. Then how I, as a manager, want to handle this franchise adventure. So basically, I would like to have a full access to the franchise data, but many questions have been raised on the legal side and on the software side. So the discussion are still going on with two main options. So either we should go for a separate Odoo instance, so each per franchisee, with a read-only access for me, or we should go for a multi-company environment in the main Le Paon Qui Boit Odoo instance. So you have all the advantage for both options. But what is important is that, to me at least, is that I can choose. So again, and I'm not stuck. So I know there are different options. So, and maybe next year I'm going to be invited again to tell this a new success story phase about the franchise. So that's all on my side. So now I give the floor to Christina. So thanks for your attention again.
Thank you, Augustin. So, as it has said, I just want to share with you some tips and tricks about how to launch your e-commerce in 1 month. So firstly, what I would say is just remove your page, your e-shop page, from the menu because you are building it. It's not ready, but it's already available thanks to Odoo. So just remove it, hide it during you are building it. Then create a great product page, attractive, but think about relevant data, content, SEO. It's very relevant and important when you want to attract people on your page and sell more. Then don't think that everything is set up, so just activate your sales and term condition. If you want to give the checkbox, the approval checkbox during the checkout process, you need also to activate it in Odoo. Then, of course, your customer would like to talk to you, to get in contact with you via chatter, via email, so you don't want to overlock it. So you need to define an Odoo user as your vendor, your main vendor of the website sales team in Odoo, just to not lose all those requests that have been sent by your customer. Then you will need as well to think about payment and shipping methods. For instance, we talk about Stripe. Stripe is a great solution that is natively available in Odoo, and you can use worldwide, so it's a perfect solution. Can be one of them. Then you will think about how I want to sell, the fees calculation rules that you want to set up related to the countries that you want to deliver. And then, of course, don't forget to just restrict, to limit it to the countries you want to deliver. It's not instantly configured in Odoo. And what about the mandatory configuration in Odoo? You must have the invoicing automation settled, otherwise it will not work. And then on the article base, your article record, you must always define the invoicing policy based on ordered quantities. Otherwise, it will not work as well for the whole automated process with the eShop in Odoo. Then, what about the communication? That's very important. So, if you have your proper culture and you want to be able to share the way you talk to your customer, think that there are many emails that are sent automatically. So you can change these templates and make them align with your culture. So do it first before launching your eShop. And then just configure your mail domain to be very professional And finally, just configure your signature on your profile user as well. That's all. Thank you so much for your attention. As we said with Augustin, we will be happy to invite you to join us to taste the alcohol-free drinkings of Le Paon Qui Boit. So we are at booth 12, so you can just join and have another drink after the Q&A session, of course. Sorry, you can have if you have some question. Up here, there is the QR code. Thank you. Not here. Qu'est-ce que tu entends? No.
Well, yes,
Okay.
now you hear me. Thank you very much, Augustin, Christina. Just to give a couple of seconds for the public to actually use the pad and write the questions here for you, I do have a more general question for you, Come being an experienced Odoo partner. What has been the percentage of you guys sticking to for this project, which looks quite simple, let's say, e-commerce, warehouse. Actually, it's quite extent if we actually analyze it. What has been the percentage of you sticking to Odoo in its, without developments? So Odoo in, let's say, just out of the box as it is.
It's completely out of the box. Completely. 100% as standard way. We even didn't use Studio module. He's really a great example of everything standard. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. We do have a second question here for us to close the session. Do you also use Stripe for in-shop car payments?
In the shop? No, we have our own bank and everything, so it's different. So Stripe is only for the e-shop and recurrent payments, but it's separate from our own payment method inside the shop.
Great. If there are no more questions for the moment, I would like to actually thank once again Augustin, Christina, Camp for being here once more, and we hope to see you next year with your multi-company
I hope so.
setup.
Thank you very much again. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.